One, two,
three, four.
CES, we meet again. I do have to say though, I'm actually not at CES right now. I'm in Valencia. It's a few days later. It's my first time here in Valencia, and we're doing a layover here for a shoot that we have tomorrow in Barcelona. For a lot of people out there, CES really needs no explanation, but for those who are not in the industry, CES is that thing you hear about on TV where people come to show the latest and greatest in tech. Everything from cool cutting edge things to just some weird, crazy technology out there. Everyone coming to a global stage once a year to show off what they have to the world. This time we came out here to do some shooting, networking, eating, gambling, basically everything but sleeping. But for this video, I don't want to talk about this year coming to CES. I actually want to talk about last year. Last year I actually had no plans on coming to CES. The company was just a 3-month-old baby. It was a team of basically just me, and we were struggling just to keep our heads above water. Sure, we had a few projects under our belt, but we hadn't even started walking. You could say that we were basically learning how to crawl. I was back in Canada celebrating Christmas with my family, something I hadn't been able to do for 5 years. But between the celebrations, I was pulling all-nighters, trying to keep everything afloat back home in China as the world kept turning. I knew about CES, but I thought that was just for companies that were thriving and successful, not us. But at the suggestion of a few good friends, I decided to buy a ticket from Vancouver, where I was enjoying the little bit of downtime that I had, and flew to Las Vegas, a city I hadn't been to in over 20 years. This might sound like a sad sap story, and I do want to add a spoiler right now. Our fortunes didn't change overnight, but the reason I want to talk about this is I feel like it's the moment that Midori learned how to walk, and I learned how to stand. I think over those 4 days, I walked an equivalent of a 5K each day. I pitched over 50 companies by myself and got a variety of reactions from lukewarm interest to just outright rejection. I don't consider myself the thinnest skinned person alive, but I also don't consider myself the thickest. And the mental and emotional toll of just going up to random strangers for days and saying, hey, here's my baby, I love her and I hope you do too, really does take its toll. I wouldn't use the word embarrassment or stress to describe how I felt. I would just use the word small as I had ever been in my life. But something kept me going, an idea that had nothing to do with me. It was the first time that I really started to think of Midori as not me. So I remember the first day I was walking from my crappy hotel room from the Excalibur to the convention center, about a 30-minute walk. And while I was walking, I just thought to myself, maybe I'm being too hard on myself. I'm putting too much stress, pressure on myself. Let's just take a day off. Let's just go to the casino and enjoy myself. But then suddenly I started to think, it's not me. It's not about how I feel. It's about Midori. It's about this thing that's separate from me. And I started to think about the people that have been supporting me this whole time. I was thinking about my girlfriend, who has been everything to me, and I was thinking about the people that we started hiring. We started hiring Carrie at the time and a few other people, and I just realized that why am I thinking about how I feel? I should really think about how these people feel. As soon as I started to think like that, just all of my worries and anxieties just disappeared right then, and I kept on my way, going to the convention center, got there and started pitching. I didn't make this video to talk about where we are now or what we're doing at CES because going back to that word that I mentioned earlier, we're still small. We're a team of 3 people at the biggest tech convention in Las Vegas. But that's kind of the point. Small is a relative word, and if you have the context of little old me last year at this convention, growing this company from the ground up to where we are now, we are bigger and things are looking great and they're looking positive. But I think with that context and with that experience and with that pain and toil, it makes it all the better and it makes everyone much more motivated and it keeps us pushing forward. So whether it's you thinking about going to CES or you just looking to do a startup or just something new in your life, my only suggestion is don't think about now. Think about before. Think about a year ago, a few months ago, even a few days ago, and just think about that progression, that change, that improvement, and I hope that that can inspire you to keep moving forward.